Don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the call. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just wanting to see the road. It's all every day. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make a dollar, we'll celebrate.
Yo, come on, boys. What the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? I don't usually peek at the crypto market before like I start the stream, like 50-50. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Most times I don't. And I saw English's comment, and I'm like, okay, fucking here we go. Dude, what happened? I peeked. Oh my God. English, good morning, man. Drop King, good morning. Christian, good morning. Boys, we are live on Abstract and X and on YouTube. You know, the comfy weekend stream, which good fucking Lord I look forward to all week long. Don't get me wrong. I love the other shows. I love them. But this is comfy, man. This is home. This is, I don't even know what to call this thing, but it's our thing. It ain't over, Christian. In fact, no, I think a little blip on the radar, a little, we call this a nothing burger. Yeah. Well, dude, we'll see. We'll chat about it. I got to go dig it. I don't know if this is China, bud, and I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I like this English. I like this. I'm not going to be shocked if we dip below 100, but no, we're on our way to another all-time high probably in just a few weeks here. Probably, I think July is what a lot of people have circled, and it's coming. It's coming. You know, M2 is that correlation's been so strong. Just go by that for now. But we still have a couple of big catalysts coming. Let me get to that in a second. Guys, smash the like on the show. And well, sell in May and walk away doesn't make any sense. They sell in May and walk away is the idea. Sell in May and come back after the summer. This is what I've never understood. Sell in May and what? Come back in 3 weeks? Like what? I've never understood sell in May and walk away. July is what everybody has circled now for a cook, for some kind of cook, and that's kind of what I've been planning for, hoping for. Whatever July. We could go back and roll the tapes. July has been the target for some really great action, including NFTs. For whatever reason, NFTs too, I think we cook at the end of July and into August. I really do feel like we mirror 21. And it means the best stuff's still ahead of us. It means the best stuff is still next year, I think. We'll see. Anyway, yeah, smash the like. Subscribe over here, Inside NFTs. More ideas now for content as I experimented this week, right? We do one show on the weekdays now, just the morning show. And the morning show now is the Swarm Report, and we cover mostly the AI market. And of course, we hit crypto and we do NFTs, right? But it's more of an AI-focused show. But that lets me go live a few more times during the day, ideally with shorter segments, and I got some more ideas in iterations of that too. So stay tuned. That is all coming. I like it, English. The ball's on you. No, I like it. It's one of those like super degen, super high risk, but safest of the high risk plays. You know what I mean? Like I like how English plays. You can follow me on X at Huda_idiot. I can't wait, guys. Like I want to spend a good portion of the show today talking about virtuals and Loudio. I love them both, man. I love Loudio. I hate the tweets about them. I love the idea of Loudio. Love it. I love any kind of platform or token or anything that's designed to drive the value to you and no longer the insiders. And I had a call with Henry last night. He's not in virtuals yet, and I explained virtuals to him. I walked him through, and he's not in yet, but he's going to get in. I walked him through what it is and how it works, and I walked him through Loudio as well. And I'm like, dude, this is I think it's kind of catching people off guard a little, and it's like making people feel it's a little sus and not sustainable. I'm like, dude, what this is doing when it all really clicks for you, it makes you realize how scammy the space has been for so long, that the kind of money people are going to make on these coins, the virtuals coins and Loudio, and people are going to fucking cook, is the kind of money that the scammers and insiders have been making for years. And now we're getting a real taste of what that looks like if we actually did it more fairly. If we actually dialed these rewards and fees and whatever, dialed it a little more, quite a bit more in favor of people who are trading legitimately, people who are engaged. And this is what it looks like. And I think it's just a start. I don't think it's just a little meta. I think this is a like overhaul of the meme coin market. And in fact, I think this is kind of driven from the Libra scandal. I think this is part of the fallout from it in a good way. It has to be redesigned. Without it, meme coins would be dead. Just it would never come back the way it existed before. The casino couldn't keep operating like that. The virtuals method, the Loudio method, game on. All right, game on. Not today. Not today. Again, I'm not totally sure what's caused this. I'm just going to assume China and tariffs and war, all that stuff that we love so much. Also, I'm going down the 2027 rabbit hole. If anybody wants to join me there, but something big and bad's coming in 2027. I can't wait. God damn it. I can't wait. We're talking alien invasion or the magnetic poles flipping or AI takes. I don't know what it is, but we've been hearing this now for like a year. Something's coming in 2027 and it's ramping up. No, I didn't tweet about Loudio once. Today was my first any kind of Loudio mention. It wasn't hard to get on. The top 1,000 like Loudio mindshare people are going to absolutely fucking cook. That coin's going to do ridiculous. It's going to set the blueprint for all kinds of other meme coin launches. And man, it wasn't hard to get on. I see some accounts that have like, yeah, we're going to talk Moonbirds. Yeah. We're good NFT talk today. I saw some accounts with just like a few thousand followers and they get like okay engagement, right? But it's nothing that you guys don't get that are in that top 1,000. They're getting the pre-sale. It's incredible. Incredible things. All right, here we go. Bitcoin 103.6, ETH 2,500, Ripple 214, Solana 153. Whatever. We're down. It's one of those kind of mornings. Solana down over 6% here. Bitcoin just 2. Bitcoin looks great, I think. We're, bad morning, and here we are, Bitcoin almost at 104K. Come on. Again, if anybody knows, like, if there was a specific catalyst here, or is it just the Trump-China stuff? I'm curious, and we'll go scroll the timeline a bit. Looking at the NFT market, 13.6 mil in cross-chain sales yesterday. I can't, dude. You'd expect we'll be deep in a bear market in 2027. Although, I'm going to be consistent here. I'm the this time is different guy. I'll always be that guy, for good or bad. You know what's funny about that? Bad. It's bad, right? You're going to get stuck bag holding if you play like that until you're not, until the one time it actually works out. I still think that's a legit way to play. Is just bag hold until you're right that one time. Because if you get that one grand slam, we'll talk GVC a bit with that. I'm glad I'm holding that still. Fuck coin, by the way, we're talking about. I love that. I fucking love that coin. Anyway, 13.6 million sales. Sellers up, buyers up, transactions up. So up almost across the board here. Trade profits. Yesterday, 2 days ago was great, man. Finally in the positive. 32,000 in the positive. I don't think we live through 2027, English. I'm going to play a clip. I'll get a copyright strike and we'll do it today. I'm going to play a clip. English, I think we die in 2027. Regardless, live your life right now like we're going to die in 2027. Just do that. Maybe, English. Maybe. Top collections here. It's Courtyard on top. I really got to get the guys to peek through these numbers. I still don't think this is actually 1.8 million sales. I don't think they're doing that kind of volume every day. I think there's like some kind of bundle things and money transfers with cards and it gets counted as a sale. And I don't think they are. I spot checked it once and I found some stuff that I'm like, okay. See, and dude, what's this guy's name? James Wynn, this leverage trader. What a fucking treat that is to watch. We'll get to that too. D-Market here at number 2, Crypto Punks, Guardian Heroes, Gandhi. This is, look, either a sale or a loan. In fact, we'll see on the top sales screen. I'm curious what that is, but we saw a massive Ceylon Gandhi yesterday. And I mean, an X copy sold for $1.1 million. It's beautiful. Moonbird's up. And actually, sometimes you see volume up, but it's not a good thing. Volume's up, but price is dumping. Not in the Moonbird's case. Volume's up, price is up, I think almost a 2x, 3x. Good stuff. GVC still cooking, almost 300,000 in sales. Price pulling back from their new all-time high, which is what, 1.06, 1.05 ETH. So they crossed that 1 ETH threshold. And that's after they announced a partnership with OpenSea. So this is yet another prediction I got wrong here. So they had teased a big partnership with a big Web3 brand. And I was like, okay, I think it's Doodles. It was right before the DreamNet, announcement. So I'm like, okay, I bet you, or maybe it was right after. It was right around then. I'm like, okay, GVC launching in DreamNet means they'll have a token. I'm like, I think they build out their IP there. No, it was a partnership with OpenSea. And I think it's a deep partnership too. Right? They created a launch video, and we'll do a show where it's like the gang comes through and we've got a good, almost like our old afternoon show, but like with a different cast. How about this? I know you don't like the weekday shows. You'll have to try it again sometime, because I think what I want to do there is have like just this rotating panel, co-hosts kind of thing. Actually, even for the weekend show, we should do too. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Anyway, GVC, OpenSea partnership, really good. Strong partnership. Send them over an ETH. They're not done. GVC still going to 2-3 ETH this cycle. I think NFT cycle really heats up this summer. I think we get a great NFT run. GVC will be over 2 ETH. And I think stuff like Hoodie, I go by that. I try to price the things that I know well. I think Hoodie's going to be close to 10 ETH. Bored Apes and Taproot Wizards, so much FUD around those guys. Everyone's got that wrong. Everyone's got the Wizards wrong. I'll try. I hope to get in the ordinal zone today, because I got a lot of thoughts about that lately. Just how everyone's miscalibrated, including people who bought into that pre-sale, right? Or the mint, thinking you're going to see an instant return. The market, the way it is, I don't know why somebody would think that. It could have happened, but Taproot Wizards and these awesome ordinals collections, man, just years down the road. Hey, good morning, man. No. How'd you do with Solace? Give me your numbers. How many points in? How much virtual you put in? And what kind of return did you see? And it's probably well worth being in jail for what you did there. Right? They're at one for a few minutes there. There was a 250x on the table there. And even afterwards, it's still sitting at like a 60x, like ridiculous stuff. Good morning, Mike Bennett. Good morning, Sir Billy. Great seeing you, boys. Who's over there? Rocky, good morning. Thank you, man. Dude, appreciate that a ton. It's always crazy when you guys do that. And I wicked appreciate it, man. 85,000 points in, 3K out. Dude, fucking amazing. So, okay, 3K out. So I'm going to guess you probably only put in let me just guess, 20 virtual? Maybe not even that, but let me guess, 20 virtual? They're they're basically at mint price then, right? I put in 3,000 points. I put in half a virtual. I don't think my math is mathing. 8 virtual. 8 virtual turned into, so 8 virtual is what, $16? Dude turned $16 or so into 3,000. That's what the virtuals platform is. Today's thumbnail and title is not clickbait. It's something very important is happening here. And it's not it's bigger than, again, just a small short-term meta. It's a complete overhaul of meme coins and launch pads. It's an overhaul of pre-sales. It's an overhaul of the reward structure, and it works. And it to a degree, to a small degree, hear me out here, it's bear market resistant to a degree. Just picture this. That stuff, these launch pads, those mechanics only stop working when there's no demand for a meme coin, which comes, right? We know that's going to happen. But if a virtuals launch right now is launching at a 250K market cap or a 300K market cap, people are playing it because they see the upside there. Bear market, okay, I know in a bear market, there's not always and not usually upside on 300K, right? Tokens struggle to even bond. Tokens struggle to get to, 100, 150K. That said, A lot of the tokens on the virtuals platform are utility tokens. The right product launches a coin, even in a bear market, you will see some upside there from 200, 300K. But the thing is, in a bear market, virtual tokens going to be worth a fraction of what it's worth now, meaning these are not going to launch at 200, 250K market caps. That's not where the pre-sale is going to be. Pre-sale is going to be more like 50, 60, 70K. So if you see upside from 50K, 70K, then you play it. And yes, even in a bear market, you'll get some upside on that sometimes. So again, I think virtuals to a degree is bear market resistant to a degree. I'm not saying this crazy hype is sustainable, but can we see successful launches and can you earn in a bear market? I think so, in a way we didn't see any time before. Here's those Gandhi sales. Yeah, I don't know what those are. I'm not sure. 65K might be an autoglyph. Like in that ballpark, that could be an autoglyph loan. 343,000. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of would guess that's an X copy. Let me check the bot. Benny, good morning. Dropking, I feel like it has to be. I feel like it has to be the new norm, right? Because like even Pump Fund pivoted to like revenue sharing, right? After here's the $1 million sale. After Boop came in, right? Pump Fund pretty quickly pivoted to sharing rewards, and I think you're going to see the platforms that share the most rewards are going to keep the most users. And so it's going to get super competitive, and you can only compete by giving more and more and more. There's a big shift happening, though, between the SocialFi stuff and rewarding people for mindshare. So mindshare pays you, and giving genuine, like, engagement. And I'm talking like virtuals, like buying stuff, like engaging with a platform rewards you. Like we're in the era of rewards. And this should have been how it was all along. Good morning, bro. When Total 3 can hold above November 2021, mark the day. Dude, yeah, where is that now? Like what was it November 2021? I should actually pull up that chart. Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, yeah, okay. Anyway, I don't know what that sale was, but let me just check top sales, and then we'll move on to Loudio and virtuals and so much good stuff, man. Gary, good morning. By the way, might have a swarm report today. Might. I've got coming on. This is a pretty hyped. Actually, no. Here's the thing. It's not that hyped, and it should be. But I think this is a great project, a great launch coming on virtuals. I'm going to commit some points to it. They got a launch coming on Tuesday. There's not a ton of noise on the timeline for them, and I think there should be asynchronous. Either today or tomorrow, going to have them on a Swarm Report show, interview, chat through what they're doing. I like them a lot. Backed by Google startups, backed by NVIDIA, backed by Arbitrum. Great partnerships. That's something that kind of vouches or vets them to some degree. I think that's going to be a really solid play. So we'll be chatting with them this weekend. There's not a lot of people watching, right? Guys, I'm trying to get a little token. I'm trying to get a little token for our swarm stakers too. I don't know if it'll happen, but I'm trying. That'd be killer. All right. That's what it was, November 21. And what is it now? I'm trying to pick, got to be way lower. Like what's ETH? 200 something bill? Also, when it hits that number, when it holds above that level, does that mean we're done, Mike? Is that when we call the end of this cycle? Okay, all right. Yeah, so I would assume then when it hits 1.07 trillion, that means cycle close to done, I think. Or does that mean game on because we're assuming more, like higher this time? Yeah, I think asynchronous is super, super legit. Super legit. God damn it. Hang on. Where'd that go? I just closed it. Fucking idiot. Hang on. Hang on. Got a message. Um, All right, here we go. Hey, nice CryptoPunk sale. Dude, that might be the sale. That 300 something thousand on Gandhi might have been this guy right here. 377K. Is that what we saw on Gandhi? Feel like it is. That was probably that was probably a buy right over there instead of in the CryptoPunks collection. Just a guess. Nope. Okay. Wrong again. Whatever. Big sale. OMB sale. Some Bored Apes. I'll tell you guys, unless crypto's finished. I got you. That makes sense. Okay. So when we hit that level, then it's game on. It's alt season. I like it. There's a big fucking catalyst coming, guys, in just a couple weeks. In literally just a couple weeks off, a huge catalyst for NFTs. And it's kind of like the make or break moment for NFTs this cycle. Regardless, we get an NFT pump. If there's any chance that we get like a NFT super cycle, and I don't think there's a chance. I think it's like 0.1% chance. But if there's any chance, that chance lives and dies by other side metaverse. That simple. I don't think it's going to play out that way. But other side metaverse, persistent metaverse launches in June, 2 to 3 weeks off. Maybe even it's a little sooner, but let's say 2 to 3 weeks off. If that metaverse blows us away, if the metaverse somehow magically becomes the thing we thought it would be, and we all can't get enough of it, and brands see the potential again, and they're all in on the metaverse, and we start doing that thing again, metaverse everything. If that happens, NFT super cycle. It ain't going to happen, but there's the chance. If that happens, NFTs cook in a way that I didn't think they would this cycle. That means like something like GVC instead of a 2 or 3 ETH floor is more like a 10 ETH floor. Crazy. I don't see it happening. But if we can start speculating on metaverse stuff being here and being like the real deal finally, that's it. I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm watching for that. It's a major, major catalyst. We also have coming up this week, I believe, more action with the Genius Act. So stablecoin legislation maybe gets pushed further along this week. That's a catalyst for the crypto market. If it makes it out of the Senate, then it's on to the House. If it's through the House, Trump is going to sign it. We also have, and I think this might be a really negative catalyst for us this week, but it is something. Cynthia Lummis's Bitcoin bill, right to purchase 1 million Bitcoin. That's going to hit the Senate floor this week. I don't think that's going to pass. And I don't know if it follows the same process as Genius Act, where it has that, what is it called, cloture, that cloture vote. I don't know if that's how it starts or not. I assume so. But that's hitting the Senate floor this week. I don't think it's going to pass. I'm totally with you, Gary. I think it's literally like next cycle. So I have 2030 circled as like that is the fucking next. That's the real Omni cycle. Right? That to me is when this thing does a repeat of 21, 22 and blows it away. And it's fueled by the metaverse. And it's fueled by AR and VR. And it's fueled by AI actually like tangibly changing life. And you see some comments this week that tell you it's still happening. It's going to happen. Barack Obama made a comment yesterday about AI. And the CEO of Anthropic made a comment, said, we need to have serious talks about this, guys. Like up to 20% of it, we're going to have 20% unemployment. Like half the, entry-level white-collar jobs are going bye-bye. And that's happening within 5 years. And it could start like within a year. Like that, those things come together. That's the perfect storm. Metaverse is actually booming. AI's driven UBI or UHI. And just different. Life is different. 5 years off. If we even get there, because, again, 2027, we ain't making it, boys. Yeah, fair. But yeah, I think metaverse, NFTs do not reach their potential again until metaverse is a thing again. Also ownership, and I think that's going to be part of the conversation too. My big old, bold, kind of out there prediction, maybe it's not that out there, but is Luca gives Igloo Inc. to Pudgy holders. And so that's part of the story too. Ownership of a multi-billion-dollar brand, and metaverse is now like matured. And again, people have so much more money because AI's replaced a fifth of the workforce, Hopium. No, the other guys ain't sharing that kind of alpha with you. We all need to start a bunker DAO. You know what I mean? We need to start a DAO and make some money and get ourselves a bunker. Only thing in there is our ledgers and like a PC and a fucking ham radio, and I don't know. We need to though. Ramen. I'll play the clip. I think we're fucked. Do you guys like Ross Coldheart? Coldheart. Let me find the clip. It's kind of scary shit, dude. It's kind of scary shit. So let me find it. Because so you guys know what I'm talking about, right? This prediction about 2027. And okay, so I only heard of it a few months ago. Bunker DAO, bro. Dude, that'd be a killer fucking meme coin. Something that's designed to like, the narrative is like funds go to building a bunker. Yeah, we trade in the bunker. You can, yeah. Bunker DAO. Okay, so I started hearing this a few months back. This has been out there for a while though, the 2027 thing. A few months back, what's his name? What's the guy with the gray beard? And Jeremy Corbell. Like maybe 6 months ago, even Jeremy Corbell said the thing people are talking about with 2020. Oh God, dude, it's really crazy. The thing people are talking about with 2027, he's like, they're going to tell you there's an alien invasion coming. He's like, that's what this slow disclosure thing is. They're trying to warm you up to then this idea that there is like a like something coming, and they've like projected how long it's taking for it to get here, and it's 2027. And Jeremy Corbell says they're going to try telling you that. And he's like, and it's a lie. What they're going to tell you is a lie. But there's tons of other guys saying, no, there is something coming in 2027. Since we had upgraded like satellite capability or whatever, we can see stuff further out. And apparently they found like a craft or multiple craft that are on a trajectory coming here to Earth. And they can project how far off it is. And it's 2027. But it's like course correcting too. They know it's headed here because it keeps adjusting its course to arrive here at Earth. All right, so let me play the clip because Ross Coldheart, I think, is a pretty fucking reputable guy. Like, I like him. I trust everything out of that guy's mouth. Maybe that's a problem, but I trust everything out of his mouth. And he brought it up this week, and he said it in a terrifying way. He said it as if he's scared it is going to happen. He hears from all his insider sources that it's coming. And it's like literally a year and a half off, maybe 2 years off. But he makes it sound like it's coming. And it's fucked up. They won't tell us what it is. He doesn't even know. All right. Scary shit. Bunker down. Yeah. Christian, yes, dude, yes. We're all on the same wavelength here. Top 200 holders get in the bunker. It's that simple, man. Okay. Dude, imagine if I had the asynchronous guy on like now and we just like we talk right over him and just get right into bunker talk.
On the back end.
There's certainly something going to happen in 2027, and I don't know what it is.
Okay.
I've also heard 2034, and I've also heard other dates, much later. But depends who you talk to. Some people say it's a pole reversal. Some people say it's an asteroid hitting the planet. Some people say it's AI reaching quantum, and then all of a sudden we lose the capacity to have control of our own computer systems. I have no idea. What I am aware of is that everybody's telling me we're on borrowed time. And I cannot begin to emphasize how serious a look I get when I say to people who are confiding in me, what's the timescale on this? And they're urging me to be urgent. They're saying to me, people need the right to know this. They have a right to know this. And I'm going, well, what are we talking about? And I feel like shaking these people and saying, for God's sake, just bloody tell me. and they are all constrained by their national security oaths. They want the public to know this.
All right, so
there it is. Pole reversal could be, yeah. So everything up until this interview here, I had heard aliens. Aliens either coming and just disclosing themselves to us in a really big way, like scary. Doesn't mean they're attacking us or whatever, but they're going to make themselves like known. And then I started hearing alien invasion stuff. And then separately, we keep hearing pole shift stuff, which is terrifying. That shit scares me. And like the stuff that happened in like Portugal or Spain like a month or two ago, a lot of people are saying that actually is what's happening. That huge outage in Europe, that power outage, they're saying this all has to do with the poles being super unstable and getting ready to shift. And if we're right in that sweet spot, right in that time where the poles are expected to shift, it's right around now. And the pole shifting means we all die. Everybody dies. The poles shift and there's a tidal wave that washes over the earth and we're fucked. So yeah, Ross is saying it's either the alien thing or it's tidal waves or, a pole shift or it's AI. Could be AI. It's when they projected AI to go, AGI or super intelligence or whatever it is. But 2027. And then that was the first time I heard somebody say, might not be 27, could be 2034, could be a little out. How they keep changing. Oh, and also comet, some kind of comet meteor thing, whatever it is, man. Doesn't sound good to have him saying his sources that are in the know are saying we're on borrowed time and that people need to know. Like, it's getting weird, and I have a feeling it'll come out. But then see, let's do this. Jeremy Corbell made comments about this like 6 months ago. Oh, maybe 4 months ago. Okay.
Sometimes when you want somebody to know a truth, it's so you can set them up to believe a lie. So UFOs are real, and they've been here a long time, and that's the truth. But the lie is coming. All indications, like all of them, is that lie is going to be that there is a craft slowly making its way to us here on Earth. It's nuanced, how they explain that, the nature of that threat, but that 100% is the lie you are going to be told. You even got a date. People have been whispering a date for a long time now. I sent you 2 texts today, not from me. I'm not going to propagate that lie. Everybody knows. Just start paying attention. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
2027. Yeah, and this is what's weird. I remember all this. I was too young. Well, 2012, I wouldn't have been too young for it to matter. I remember all these. The world is going to end stories, and they didn't even register. Didn't faze me. Didn't think of them. Didn't care. And for whatever reason, this one's got me. Maybe because it's on a subject that I like a lot, and because I think it's more believable. But for whatever reason, this one I'm like, damn, I bet they're right. I have no idea, right? Obviously, but something's coming. So Corbell's saying they're going to tell you this, aliens coming, but it's not true. It's a lie. And then this feeds into like Project Bluebeam shit too, right? Why would there be all these conspiracy theories in the Great Reset? Why would there be all these talks and plans about that, things we have to stop if this is going to happen? I don't know. I don't know what to believe. Yeah, Y2K, all these things. So this is yet another one of those things of the world's going to change. This one feels different. The fucking UFO, UAP, weirdo stuff going on the past few years, it's weird. The disclosure that's trickling out, it's weird. Yeah, so I was so young, I didn't even give a shit about that then. Y2K, I would have been 19. So I knew of it, and I was hoping for it. I guess some things haven't changed. I was cheering it on. But that's scary. That's the scary thing. And this Oumuamua thing, they found more of those. That's the thing, is they think it's multiple of these things. Yeah. That thing's wild too. That is one of the craziest stories. It's so cool. Anyway, Bunker DAO. Crazy. So yeah, if you guys never heard that before, that's been, in the conspiracy theory info stream, this has been a thing, I'll say at least the past year. But for me in the past year, and then really ramping up now. And Corbell speaking about it like that is probably the most probably the loudest mention of it we've had yet. And who knows? Part of me hopes it's right. I want I want anything that resets us. I don't want to die, you know? I don't want that. But I do want something that just resets us. Go back to like just go back to being animals. That'd be cool. I'm down for that. I'm so down for that. All right. We got our conspiracy theory talk in. Hopefully there's more of it too. Ooh, hang on, boys. Sorry, boys. I got a message from one of the big upcoming virtuals launches. I want to see if I can get them on the show here. It's the big one. Yeah, the real big one. I'm trying to get a little more, not even a little. I'm trying to get a lot more active with talking about these guys, not just put them on a show. Like I tell you guys all the time, I suck at tweeting. I hate tweeting. I need to tweet. And I see behind the scenes the kind of deals that are happening where these influencers and these KOL groups are getting paid. Like, man, I just do these shows for free because I like doing it, but these guys pay for it. I need to get to the point where they'll pay for it. And to get to that point, I've got to tweet. I have to do the tweeting thing. So like just a little simple fucking tweet. I got to do that shit more. And I need to do what I do when I talk, like get in depth. I need to start getting those thoughts on paper, writing them down, tweeting them out. And especially because it pays off with virtuals points, man. Big time. Big fucking time. So yeah, I need to start tweeting a lot more because I know that leads to, getting paid. I always do it free anyways because I love it, but be dumb to not take advantage. I was comparing, and we'll get into some virtual stuff in Loudio here, but I was comparing some virtuals actually with our buddy Katz, and he's tweeting, and I tweet very fucking little, and I'm getting decent points for yaps, like almost 9,000 yesterday. Today, almost 7,000. I've just got the one tweet. What's weird is my tweet yesterday, I think, had more engagement than what I got here with the 8,000 point day. But what I think it is, why I'm getting more points than, here, I'll pull this up. Why I'm getting decent points on that, and why I know the potential is so much bigger, because I'm putting in bare minimum effort. I don't have a big account, right? I don't have a large Twitter account, especially compared to the big guys. It's pretty darn decent for not really putting in the effort. Where is it? Hang on. Maybe it's my social card. It'll be really hard to see. I've got a really solid, I think, smart follower ratio. It's probably hard to see. I don't have crazy numbers here either, but 552. It's a decent number for like the number of followers I have. So like I was looking at Henry's. He's definitely got me beat there, but he's got me beat by like, I think 50 maybe, but 10,000 more followers. So I think this is part of the game. I think your ratio of smart followers to your followers gives you more points in these different campaigns. I got to lean into that stuff. I got to. The world is the most Lindy asset we have. No, Musty's around, man. Musty's around. I like that guy a lot. He's cool. All right. Loudio and virtuals. Which do we start with? I'm trying to think what we start with because they're part of the same conversation. Maybe Loudio because that's a right now thing. Yeah, let's do Loudio. Let's do if Bitcoin's done dumping, let's peek at that. We'll be back to 105 today. Okay. All right. Not bad. All right. We're going to do something crazy. We're going to search Loudio. Fuck. Do I want to eat a gummy now? I kind of want to eat a gummy now. For the first time in like a year, I ate a gummy. A couple days ago, and then yesterday. Fucking little. I'm such a pussy. I didn't used to be. I just don't like being fucked up, but I like a little enhancement. So like, a milligram. Are they in milligrams or grams? Hang on. Milligrams, yeah. So I had like 1 milligram, didn't feel it. Need to up it a little bit. Dude, you know what the alpha is? CGB and THC. CBG is fucking amazing. You get a gummy, get an edible with CBG and THC, and best ever. Best ever. Benny, I was gonna mute it. I'm with you. I was gonna mute it. And I probably will still. Because it's pretty annoying and it's dominating everything. But let me set the stage here. What this is, Loudio. Let me share my screen different. Loudio is a new meme coin that's coming out, and I actually think it's brilliant, and I think it's very, very, very good for the space. Hope everybody got their fuck coin. Guys, English, you could tell them. Fuck coin is gonna be a monster. It's really fucking great. No, I didn't tweet about Loudio once. Yeah, did any of you get Loudio whitelist? If you did, you're going to absolutely fucking cook. You're going to eat. Here's fuck coin. Really doing well. I think this coin is so fucking impressive. In fact, I am probably, well, not even probably. I'm definitely getting more. Definitely getting more. Yeah, I just think this thing is primed to rip. What's weird is, it's not bad. What's interesting is it's not growing its holder base. For the most part, crypto Twitter has no idea about this, or they don't care about it yet. Either way works. I didn't like the meme fuck coin at first until they changed like the like graphics for it. And I don't know, because I don't know. Fuck you higher was always like the meme. It might have been, but when I first got in, it was just fuck coin. I'm like, whatever, okay. But when they started like getting this more memeable, I'm like, oh, I like it. It's fucking good. But holder count when I got in like a week and a half ago or 2 weeks maybe at this point was like 2,500, and it's climbed to over 2,700, but pulled back here to 2,500 again. So it's not picking up a ton of new people. Some. But that to me just tells me it's primed, because the people in it now are not letting go. People in it now are holding, because I think the people in it now have an idea of who's in it. Like probably some higher quality traders who've been in early, and they get the potential for it, and they know Kook's going to shill it. I think Fuckcoin's got stupid potential. And it just depends on this market. In this market here, I think this thing gets to 2030. Makes sense. If we go to stupid market, right, like where things get really stupid, we get these 100 million coins, which we're getting close on Zeus. In fact, Zeus might be there. But if Zeus gets to 100, and it got close, I want to say Zeus got to 60 or 70 mil. But if this market starts giving us 100 mil market cap tokens, yeah, I got to 60 mil. Game on. Fuckcoin can get to Fuckcoin in that kind of crazy market. Especially if we get to like 250, 300 mil plus, 500 mil. Fuckcoin's a $100 billion coin. Has that potential. Doesn't mean it's getting there for sure at all. I think it easily is going to get to 15, 20 mil. I think that's going to happen. I'm planning for that. And then I start measuring its potential. You know, let's see. Oh, dude. Okay. I thought he was just a guy holding a big bag and loves it. Well, no, that's what it is. He's fucking carrying that coin, and he's awesome. There you go. By the way, if anybody needs a Cato invite, let me know. If anybody needs a virtuals refer code, let me know. I'll just drop it in the chat anyways. They share now 20% of the platform fees with people using your referral. Hang on, Mike. Oh, I thought both these comments were from you, and I fucking scrambled my brain for a minute. Bitcoin is due for another airdrop season. You talking like runes ordinals? And you don't like flies at all. Well, I'm with you there. Anyway, there's that invite. If anybody needs Cato, let me know. So back to Loudio. Loudio ties into virtuals. Yeah. That one, that's the new Moodang. People are saying, yep. And look, we need it. Root for that one. If you're not playing it, still root for it. That one going over 100 carries everything. That one getting to 250, 300, 500. Any of these get to a billion, game on, and fuck coins 100 mil. If we get $1 billion coin, fuck coins going to 100. And I do think fuck coin has got that. It's got that 100 mil. It's got that 100 mil potential. It really does. Great meme. Where to go? Here we go. Anyway, I love it. I think it's got a very easy 2 to 3x in it. And it's got higher potential than that. So, Moonpeg, man. That's an interesting one with that fucking maniac. But, okay, Loudio. Let's stay on Loudio. You can't avoid it unless you mute it. Everybody's tweeting Loudio shit. That probably, well, I was going to say it comes to an end today, tomorrow with the pre-sale, but it doesn't. In fact, there's like a huge incentive for people to keep talking about it. This is brilliant. So you guys who have been with me in virtuals, you already get how a fair launch works, how it gets you engaged, how it gets you playing, how rewards dialed towards you keeps you like in it. Loudio has copied that. Loudio's copied a reward system. They didn't copy exactly like virtuals. They got their own spin on it, and I like it. So check this. Loudio, pre-sale. Top 1,000 people, based on a leaderboard, people tweeting about Loudio getting the pre-sale. Awesome, right? That is their equivalent of on virtuals, getting in pre-sales, buying and staking tokens, tweeting about virtual stuff gets you points, right? The points get you in a pre-sale. So your mechanism or mechanic to get in a pre-sale on virtuals is engage in the platform. The mechanic to get in the pre-sale of Loudio is tweet about Loudio. Pretty cool. I dig it. Now, here's what's different about, it's pretty cool, but Loudio. The top 25 people on their leaderboard, not only getting that pre-sale, but I think it's every single day, the fees generated from trading of that token get sent to those 25 people. These coins, guys, man, like these coins, the hot ones especially, these guys generate sometimes like $1 million plus in fees a day. And I don't even know what kind of range to give you there for how much they can make. I can tell you on virtuals, some of the hot Genesis ones are making like $6,000 a day, maybe more on the really hot ones. But you're making thousands a day. And so I imagine the major meme coins, the ones that are at 50 mil, 100 mil with tons of volume, I have a feeling those probably generate, let's just even go smaller, like 100,000 in fees a day, maybe 500,000 a day. And I bet you some of them are $1 million plus. Pretty fucking wild. So it's top 25 people. I'm talking KOLs, ICO Beast and Whale, and I don't know, Clemente and Nick, and not Nick. He's not like that. Easy and Ty, all those big names. OSF incentivized to tweet about this thing because these guys are probably looking at a 6-figure payday, probably over the course of just a few weeks. If Loudio cooks, man, those guys they print. And it's an ongoing thing. The leaderboard, I'm just going to assume it's an everyday thing. Every single day, the top 25 people on that leaderboard share the fees. Meaning those top 25 people are incentivized to stay talking about it. And then the people under them are incentivized to get in that top 25. These guys right here, they're in there. Everybody else is incentivized to get in the top 25 to go get their cut of it. And it's not like it's a couple grand, guys. These guys are looking at 6-figure paydays, like maybe regularly. Huge. And then the rest of the people, like you or me trading that coin, again, top 1,000 get in the pre-sale. And I'll explain what the pre-sale is looking like because it's crazy spicy. So you get in the pre-sale, but then you as a holder are incentivized to feed those guys, the top 25 people, your engagement, because engagement does equal price go up. It does, right? Mind share equals price. So you're incentivized to keep this thing going because it's great for your bags. It's really awesome little flywheel they got. That loop is pretty fucking great, and the reward is there to keep it going. What I think will end up happening, too, is we'll see more copycat tokens launch like that. In fact, Loudio could turn into a launch pad, right? Be the competitor of Pump Fun and Boop and the Bonk launch pad. Be the competitor by driving meme coins with that mechanic. Get people playing it by fighting for mind share. Getting the pre-sale that way. It's going to work. We see on virtuals it works. Wait. Virtuals Genesis launches, you have to stake your drop for 14 to get points. No, you don't have to. You get more points for doing that. I don't know if it's worth it. Well, it's worth it. But they're getting paid in fees, right? They're getting paid in the fees, I think. Oh, Justin, I'm pretty damn sure it's going to work. I'm pretty damn sure it's going to work. Because then just keep launching more coins this way. And again, just like virtuals, you get in that pre-sale, you cook. So, okay, so here's what that's looking like, though. In the top 1,000, leaderboard ranking for Loudio, if you're in that top 1,000, you get in the pre-sale today. I think it's today, maybe tomorrow, but 0.2 Sol is the pre-sale price. And I think people have calculated if this thing hits, I think, a 70 mil FDV, your 0.2 turns into 10 grand. Again, at a 70 mil FDV. That's pretty fucking high. I don't think it's getting there, but that's a pretty spicy opportunity you have there to get from 0.2 to whatever that equals. And start calculating lower. Either way, your 0.2, you're not looking at a 10x. You're probably looking at a 100x or a 200x. And I believe that more extreme scenario, that 70 mil market cap or FDV, I think that's something like a 400, 450x. Crazy. Justin, go away. You don't have to agree, man. I'm sorry, you see it in virtuals. It's the same thing. I don't know why you'd say it wouldn't work. It's literally working, and it's only growing because it works. It's different. And I don't know how you'll define working, but I think you see the engagement on Loudio dominating the Cato mindshare board in a way nothing's had. It's in a way nothing's had. It's beating every other project on Cato combined, I believe. It's working. And we'll see. We'll find out. Like, we'll see when this token launch happens, when TGE happens. And we'll see. But I don't know. The success is defined by what? If it's sustainable? That's what we're going to find out. If we define it, do the people who get in make money? It's guaranteed to make money. Guaranteed to make money. I wish I were a partner of Virtuals. I'm not getting paid anything. I wish I were. But Virtuals is awesome. I think Virtuals is a game changer. I think Loudio too. Loudio to more like the Solana audience, and that's the audience we really want to change. That's the ones we want to change. Fuck the Libra stuff. This is like the counter to Libra. The insiders have been cooking and eating like this for years. And now it's not them. Now it's the normie guys. Now it's the normie guys. What are chi guys? What are chill guys? What are you talking about, Justin? Did you sell your chill guys last week for? Oh, what did English say? Loudio doesn't have to print because top 25. Right, but again, like, clarify this. They get paid in Sol for they get paid in Sol for the fees generated from trading, right? I think that's how it works. But fees will be there if those top 1,000 people are driving this thing and getting the engagement up. All that matters is, do you have people buying this after TGE? That's what we're going to find out. And I think it's going to work. Again, if you're in the pre-sale, it's going to work. You're going to make money. And then someone's going to try to replicate that model and again and again and again until it stops working. And again, it stops working when nobody sees value buying that token after the fact. And then we got virtuals. So this segment brought to you by Justin Casey. Ooh, who's FC? Who's first come, first serve? That's okay. There's a phase 2 of the whitelist. That's what, if you have over like 10 smart follows, something like that. Actually, a lot of you guys in there. Probably most of us are in there. There is a second wave of whitelist. First come, first serve. I don't know. Well, let's see if we can find out details. I don't know if you buy in at the same price, if it's 0.2 that you also put it. This guy's fucking awesome, by the way. This guy is fucking awesome. Oh, and a random point. You guys remember the artist Modest we were talking about last week? He's got a drop today on Verse. I'd probably be watching that. I think it's a 30 edition collection. It should do well. It should do pretty well. Okay. I believe the second phase whitelist people are anybody with 10 or more smart followers on Cato. So here's a checker. Yeah, there it is. Phase 2, users with over 10 smart followers. So a lot of people will get in there. Yeah, dude, if you can get in the pre-sale, there's no reason to not. You're out 1.1 or 0.2 SOL. And if this thing, again, the market cap it's launching at, I think I've only said it once or twice, but it launches at 150K FDV. Like tiny. So if you get in the pre-sale, you are up. You're up automatically. I saw that, dude. That was fucking cool. That was really cool. I'll find that too. Yeah, it's worth getting in. Worth checking if you're on the phase 2 at least. And I would definitely be playing that. If you want a quick, easy gain, I would probably be playing that. Now, what'll be interesting is if TGE happens and nobody wants to touch the coin. Nobody wants to buy it, which is going to be me. I don't want it. I don't want any. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't think this comes out at 70 mil, or it touches 70 mil right at the start. And it, dumps down to 20, 30, 40 mil. It's probably living in that range. Well, Justin, you got at least one. I can tell you that. Let me see if there's anything else. Everybody held Naval. Well, not everybody. Naval was a bummer, dude. Don't bring that up. Good potential. What's up, Hoods? Good morning, man. All right. Naval was one of those, man, timing sucked. There's so many reasons that ended up sucking, but the setup was there. Just things didn't go right. That was a bummer. Boy, I lost a bag on that. AI16Z is crazy, too. You know what's weird? I mean, it's not weird. It makes a ton of sense. I feel like AI16Z still, I don't want to say has the same potential. No, actually, the point there is you see this all the time. When people make money, a ton of money, they're not hungry like before. Shaw lost it. Yeah, dude, I don't know if you followed music, but yeah, he abandoned the project. He had probably like 4 or 6 weeks ago, he said he's done with it. So that's just the guy who's saying all the stuff and didn't do any of it. Like just not doing it. Just quit it. It's a bummer. English, I think it's today, dude. I think the pre-sale's today. Again, we'll see if I can find that for sure. Okay, hang on. What was the other thing? So Shaw got rich. I think Shaw got pretty rich off AI16Z stuff. And look, I know he's still out there tweeting, and I know he's still building, but it's different. And maybe it's because everything got so competitive and people come in and, take the mind share and are building too. But if he took his foot off the gas to some degree, and he ended up being a kind of questionable dude. So yeah, AI16Z, meh. Virtuals is kind of the one. All right, so let's do virtuals, and actually let's pull up Cookie. Because at this point, so back then, if AI16Z was the one that could get to, many billions, and it, what, 2 bill did it get to? 2? Maybe did it touch 3? Cross that one off the list. It's got potential to do fine. Does it ever get back to a bill? I don't know. I hope so, But now it's virtuals. I think, dude. Let's see. Dude, I mean, I couldn't be more bullish on an ecosystem. Especially when it feels like this is sentiment bottom and nobody's interested in all. Like, where does it go from here? Sure, it can bleed out more. Sure, sure, sure. I love it. Wow. Okay. AI ecosystem falls below 10 bill. Virtual still a cook. I mean, 1.3 bill market cap. Um, dude, there's this token called FET. Check out FET. Where's FET? Infra. I think that's an infrastructure coin. There we go. Dude, FET has lived over 2 bill. FET's been living at like 2.3 bill. We don't talk about it a lot, like nobody does, but it's the biggest AI token out there. Monster. Yeah, Mike. Oh boy. I mean, he fully abandoned it. It's funny. Well, it's not funny. That's. I think he just had a great reset in his life. I'm not going to stay on board. It is the last time I bet on board. That's for sure. He also shut down his metaverse company. He's like done. He's just on to other stuff. But it's like you do that kind of stuff. You give out your roadmap, your game plan, and then you just decide to not do it. I can't bet on you again. Anyway, yeah, FET. Cook. What's up, cats? Hey, we're just about to get to the part you'll like. So we talked, just to catch you up, cats. We talked Loudio and how I love the system. I love the getting people in a pre-sale and the low, FTV. I love that, and that takes us to virtual, which I think is kind of driving this new meta. And again, I got to point back to Libra. I don't think this stuff happens without Libra pushing people away from meme coins because they're so unfair. And now we've been pushed towards a much more fair launch style, right? I don't know if it would have happened without Libra. Eventually it would have, right? I think everything, that's happening is all inevitable. Like royalties, everything that happened with that was inevitable. I think what's happening now in meme coins was going to come whenever, but it was like forced this direction much faster because of Libra. And so that gets us to virtuals. And by the way, cats, I got less points today for yapping, but I think I had more engagement on my tweets yesterday. None of this stuff makes sense. No, I don't think I did. Hang on. Oh, is this the virtuals employee? This tweet right here. If it's that tweet, yeah, cats. I can just give you that little wink and say it's coming pretty soon. Yeah, ACP is not far off. And so expect a bunch of announcements around ACP, like more projects partnering up and going to build out their own swarms. And hey, here we go. Here's some numbers. Loud trading at 45 mil, which means your 0.2 turns into, like 4 or 5 grand, which is still awesome. So dig it. Okay, so virtuals, couple really fucking big drops. By the way, I can't wait to get back to NFTs. But let's review a couple of the big drops here. Hopefully we can find our way back to alien talk too. Okay. Record-setting drop here just 2 days ago. Crazy shit. Here, let me pull up a few here. Magnus Opus, I want to look at. Bookie, I want to look at. These were two, look, Magnus, I think, is like a C tier drop, and it did pretty darn well. And Bookie was like an A, B tier drop, and it did really well. And Solace is an A tier. I guess you have to say S tier, even though I think, that's got to be an S tier. And it smashed every record on the platform. So I think my ranking system will be like that, S, A, B, C, right? I think I got to do a system like that. But Solace, out of the gates, hits. By the way, they've adjusted this, right? So it didn't hit a 60, 70 mil market cap. It hit like a 30 mil market cap. 33. Out of the gate to 33 mil, which is bonkers. And that's a 60, 70x. So you get in the pre-sale, you got your 60, 70x, you cooked. Crazy shit. What's up, brother? Which drop? Which drop? What are we talking? It's good to see you, man. We had a fun, Einstein and I were hanging in the GVC Discord, like a week ago, a few days ago? Fucking awesome. Oh, I'm sorry. Loud. Dude, it's a cook. It's an automatic cook. What's that? Layered edge. Dude, I don't know anything about that. But if that's about Loud, like, first off, congrats for getting in that first come, first serve, like automatic win. Again, just like Solace. So Solace, you get in the pre-sale at 250K. This thing rips to 33 mil. So hang on, let me do my numbers. 33 mil. No, that's 120x. So you got 120x. Tons of people sold as they should have. That's a massive, massive fucking win. Snipers got in that first block and pushed it up like crazy. And a quick dump here down to 12 mil. And it's living in that range right now. This is, to me, makes sense. It's living here. It makes a lot of sense. It's, 10 to 15. I had it somewhere at like 20 to 25. This makes way more sense. But dude, this set a record for record participants. Something like almost 11,000, 12,000 people participated in the pre-sale. Record number of points committed to it. Record market cap. Record, hang on, there's another record in here. Subscription over subscription. Every record smashed by Solace. And if you're holding right now, and by the way, I got in the pre-sale just a little bit, like half a virtual worth, right? So equaled 2,700 tokens. My half of virtual is $1. If I sold right now, my buck is worth $64. I'm not selling because that puts me in timeout for 10 days. Not worth it. I stake the coins, earn points. I consider that money gone. My $1 is gone. In a few months, when the unlock is here, when I can actually sell with no penalty, is it going to be worth anything? I don't think so, guys. I don't know if this stuff's going to hold its value in a few months. And this is going to be something they have to deal with then. They're going to have to come up with some new mechanics. Because if they don't, in a few months, most of these tokens are going to be unlocked and all this stuff's going to dump. But it's why I think they're going to move to, actually, this to me makes sense. If I just kind of just think of how this probably evolves at a project at a certain milestone. The project evolves. Staking is back for that project with no penalty. But if you stake, you earn points, maybe multipliers. And it's got to be something like age plus market cap equals, whatever multiplier. And especially if they're in an ACP, probably like some kind of bonus, multiplier there too. I picture it going that direction. That's what I think will happen. But we'll see. Just guessing. Just trying to think of where it can go from here. What I think right now is I don't know if this is super sustainable because we're going to hit this moment where all these coins dump. Especially the more great coins come out. And if we stop getting new users in the platform, liquidity's got to come from somewhere. It's why the Virgin token was so cool, though. Right? This big liquidity event. That token's awesome. We'll peek at that as well. But anyway, there's Solace, your biggest, best coin. Now, here's Magnus Opus, which, again, I think is a C-tier token. I think it's interesting-ish, but it's not like, nobody's really going to play this. No one's going to use it. It's an AI chess, agent. You play chess against them. If you beat it, you win a prize pool. It's neat. But here's this thing sitting at, let me peek at the market cap. Okay, again, if I don't look at FTV and I look at market cap, it makes way more sense. This is sitting at an $850,000 market cap. Makes a lot more sense than when it came out, guys, and was sitting at 3 mil. At 3 mil, I'm like, this is different now. Like, more bullish different. Like, people are really speculating. People are really being silly with this stuff. And look, we want that if we want to make money. This is a much more realistic price. 800K, maybe even 500K, which, by the way, is still a 2 or 3x from pre-sale. You're still up. But I mentioned these different coins, and we look at the market caps, helps us gauge the future drops. A C tier is going to hang around at 800, 900K market cap for now. Probably falls further. And then Bookie, I think I think it's a solid B. I don't think it's an A. Yeah, I guess I don't know. If Solace is an S tier, this maybe has to be an A, but A, B tier, and sitting at what? $6 million market cap, 5 to 6 mil. That makes a lot of sense to me too. So you're talking still a 20x on this coin from the pre-sale. You bought anywhere at the beginning, you're down pretty bad. You're down like half. But again, just to help frame what we're looking for coming up. And then let me quickly pull up Virgin, which is like one of the easiest plays. Tons of upside. This thing's going to be a monster. Virgin. Actually, Capminal real quick. Wow, yeah. 1 mil market cap, 1.2. Again, that's where I think something lives, like a good coin with a good product or just decent, good, competent team. A mil market cap for these kind of things makes a lot of sense. Solace is interesting, but it's all hype. That shows you the value of hype too. Like Solace is all hype. They got a product. It's a companion. It's got a physical wearable thing. It's cool. Like I think it's fun, but it's hype. Hype is driving the price there. Okay, Virgin pulled back. I love this. I sold my bag of Virgin, and I do want to get right back in, but I sold my Virgin here, 27 mil. Turned 40 to 50 or maybe $60 at the most. I think it was closer to 40, and sold it for 1,600. That's the Virtuals platform. That is what this platform is. And I know it sounds crazy, and it can't be sustainable. Not like that. That isn't going to happen every day. That's going to happen every so often, maybe once a month. This one was a perfect storm of who launched it, because who launched it, they give airdrops. They love giving stuff back. But perfect storm. A meme coin from a big name. The meme coin fits the ecosystem. It's the meme of the ecosystem. It just, everything about it made sense. Man, this dipped to 15 mil. If I saw this, man, if I saw that, I would have been right back in. It's interesting at 23 mil, 24. I like it here. This will come back up to 30. I like it. Yeah, and so Vader's manipulating is the wrong word, but they're buying. They're definitely propping this up, and they're burning those coins. They're supporting it. That's the right way to say it. Yep, hard to argue with that. Unless the only way that doesn't happen is if this time really is different. If this time isn't different, yeah, English is spot on. Most of it goes to zero. Bitcoin definitely comes down to those levels. Virgin runs. I think you're right. I think the Virtuals ecosystem is going to get a big old push from Base. I really do. And it's forcing Base to like upgrade their shit because it's not handling this volume. But it's the best meme coin in the Virtuals ecosystem, but it's actually one of the best meme coins in all of Base. And it will get support from Base. Guys, Virgin probably gets a Coinbase listing. I would bet it gets a Coinbase listing. And it might get a Binance listing. It's that good of a coin. So 20 mil market cap, something like that, it's got that 100 mil potential. Like, man, that's a hard one to be on the outside of right now. But again, just shows the potential of this platform. These pre-sales are silly, good silly. Like, just incredible things happening here. Okay, so there are some drops coming up this week. Some stuff I got to put on your radar. By the way, we saw Solace, and I just want to A/B that with another project. This one's also an AI companion. Mellow AI companion. Very similar to Solace. But this thing's sitting, and by the way, there could be other factors here too, but this thing's sitting at a 900K market cap. What's the difference? I'm sure there's like a tangible difference, but the bigger difference is hype. Solace won the Virtuals Hackathon, first place finisher. Team is doxed. Team is a bunch of young, Stanford or fucking some like prestigious school, right? Like it has lore. But that's the difference of a 20, 30 mil market cap coin. Or what was it, like 15? I'm trying to remember what it was a minute ago. 13 mil. But the difference between 900K and that, it's the story. Right? It's not just the tech, it's the story. Just got to point it out. Okay, so some big drops coming starting on Tuesday. I don't see anything between now and then, by the way, that's even tempting me. But I got to spend some points. I got to get in something. You like that one, Hoods? Yeah, I don't see anything else here. In fact, let me see what's if anything has ended. So Chat4PT had a Nick partnership, I believe, right? Nick advised them. Also Verdant. Let's peek at those because those finished in the past 24 hours. And they're not cooking, they're up like everything is in this ecosystem. It's just, again, it's designed that you're going to be up if you get in those pre-sales for the most part. I'm going to assume this is at like a 1 mil market cap, somewhere in that ballpark. Still a 4 or 5x. I don't think it's got great potential though. And then Verdant, it's a game ecosystem. It's grinding points. It's interesting. Really? Oh, Cats, I got to pick your brain. I need to go listen to that because I'm really curious I'm just curious how you turn escape room data into something that matters outside of that small little fucking very specific focus. Like, sure, build out some virtual escape room things, but I kind of don't get it. But that just means I'm like ready to be like completely won over. By the way, ERM, I believe, is coming on the show Monday or Tuesday. It's a yes. We don't have a date locked in, but they should be on the show again Monday or Tuesday. Yeah. I'm gonna check that out, or maybe I save it so they convince me. Like live. Ideally, we're live right when the token opens up, right when the pre-sale goes on. So we'll firm that up here. Between now and Tuesday, though, I'm not seeing anything. None of these. Diamond Hand, no. Virgin Market, no. This OG one, I like the idea of it. I don't think it's going to work. They're trying to convince virtuals to say, hey, if you stake this token, you get a multiplier on other OG tokens. I don't think that's going to work. Maybe this one's interesting. An autonomous Oracle agent. Content creation kind of agents will pick up steam. I just try to think of something I would use that I need, and it's that content creation. There's an agent out there, Acolyte or else Signal is their like content AI tool. It might be an agent. I need that shit. I need something that'll like review my content and tell me how to improve it and maybe create content for me, like a marketing plan. That's going to be a big thing here. Some of these will work. All right, let me peek at that. It's just saying these guys have been around. Okay. Autonomous Oracle agent, heart of AI content creation and socialify with rewards. Follow, like, reply, retweet, and impressions on one Nero. On Nero AI. Yeah, let me peek at who is behind this. Because again, that's right in that fucking vein of things I think are going to start doing decent. I don't know. Hang on. All right. Again, there's something to this kind of thing. One of these will do very well. But I think Signal's the leader with this stuff. It's just that's already out. And remember, too, we have... Yeah, further on, I'm right there. Ooh, I hope so, English. So, okay. There is something coming that's going to drive this meta. And in fact, that meta might be driving this week, which is the in the Virtuals ACP, they have the autonomous media creation house, like the media house. And part of that's going to be made up by agents that are creating content. And so, yeah, this meta might start popping off. So we got the autonomous hedge fund trading DAO, and then this thing, the content stuff. Some of those will do very, very well. So keep our eyes on that. Okay. Kill that. All right, let's get to the drops coming up. And further on, he called them asynchronous and ERM. And there's actually more coming up that I'm actually even more bullish on. ERM's got the hypey thing. Somehow, some way, right? They got the right partnerships. ERM is going to have hype behind it. I would definitely keep an eye. But again, this is like escape room data, and I just am still trying to see how that translates to something people want to like invest in. It's neat. But like how that translates into, more, I just don't know yet. So we'll chat with them. We'll find it out. Asynchronous, I think, has the more. They don't have the hype. They're missing the other side of this. Asynchronous has got the backing, and I think they got the technical chops, but they don't have the hype. But again, backed by NVIDIA, Google startups, Arbitrum, some good shit to have, behind you. But what the product? Well, it's like an AI. God, is it like an eco? I got to learn more about it. I really do. It is kind of an agent launch pad, and it's a framework, I believe, too. It's definitely more on the technical side, and they don't have the hype. They don't have it. They'll get the hype, but it might be after TGE, which means maybe it's got upside afterwards, which means maybe this one you get a little in the pre-sale, but you buy the token right after launch. That probably makes some sense. Sia. There, you know what? There's another one on here that I'm actually looking at that I think is also interesting. Hang on. We got Tweet Bounty is a guaranteed cook. Tweet Bounty is out of everything next week. Tweet Bounty is, I think, the top dog. ERM onboards normies through escape rooms. It could be. Escape rooms are pretty popular IRL, right? So maybe people do these IRL escape rooms, and maybe they got partnerships, and maybe they continue an experience in the digital space. Again, I got to dive into that chat, but there's something there. Tweet Bounty is the one. I'm pulling it up. I want to pull up a couple others here. Let's see. Another guys, again, notice the content stuff. This is maybe just reskinned agents like we saw last time, like Truth Terminal and Cerebro and that. This is maybe in the same vein, just a little reskin. Maybe. OX Meta. OX Meta I'm looking at too. This one is maybe interesting too. Virtual Chat, Monocle, Sensei, AppDuck. I want to peek at AppDuck. Stamina, interesting, and Babysitter is going to be a cook as well. So we got a good few, we got a good few coming up that are going to be very good. So let's start going through them. Tweet Bounty, okay. Number 5 finisher at the Virtuals Hackathon. All the Virtuals Hackathon teams have their tokens have done very well. Yeah, see, now that's interesting. If they already own IRL businesses and whatever, yeah, that's cool. Tweet Bounty. Okay, place number 5 at the Virtuals Hackathon. Remember, Solace was number 1. The number 2 finisher hasn't gone on the board yet, so we still got that coming, and that will do well, whatever it is. But these guys, number 5. And what is it? Guys, if you've ever done Reach, or I think it's Alphabot and their boost campaigns, that's what this is. It's like an AI-driven platform where if I want people to support the show or something, I go make a bounty on Tweet Bounty, and I say, hey, I've got $3,000 for this campaign. Here's a tweet. I want people to engage with it, comment on it, retweet it, all that stuff. And you get tokens based on your engagement. It's that. And so we've seen this in a few other forms. What could be interesting here is if it's like AI agents that are part of the like hypey cycle too, somehow, some way. But like, what I don't know is this just another one of those applications that existed before, doesn't need AI? Or if AI was shoehorned in, or if it's just maybe it's better because it's like, on the back end AI powering the thing. Maybe, I don't know. I just know these things have worked before, and they work at times, and other times they just fizzle out. Like Reach is dead. The boost thing from Alphabot, I think, works, but like, people are really savvy now, and you see when people have paid for engagement, like you see it really clearly. But that is what this is, and I do think this thing, just because the top 5 finish, will do well because of that. Daily active points, you got to stake Genesis and regular agents 14 days. Hang on. Daily active points. So yeah, stake these tokens and regular agents 14 days. Yep. No staking. No, you still get points without staking. So Mike, like if you get in a Genesis sale, you'll get points even if you don't stake the agent tokens. Right? If you get in the sale, the Genesis sale, you get points. And if you trade that agent too, like separately, it's live and you go buy some tokens and sell, you'll get points for that too. But the diamond hand bonus only comes from staking, and only staking those locked those new launches. I think that's where the diamond hand bonus comes. But if there's no lock, you don't get the diamond hand bonus. You still stake and get points. And again, you still get points for just like being active and trading. And all that also, if they tweeted some new instructions, then I got to peek because they keep changing stuff too. So anyway, here's Tweet Bounty. Is this groundbreaking or what? I don't think so, but also, if AI is given a new power or new twist, awesome. So they'll do that. That's going to do well. That's one you definitely want to play, and that's probably going to be the one we see like most oversubscribed coming up this week, probably. OX Meta. OX Meta, I think, is actually really interesting and actually a little different. And we'll see if they got the technical chops to actually build this thing out. But what this is doing is like analyzing projects. This is kind of an InfoFi mindshare thing, kind of. Hang on, I got an access code. Let me find that. Okay, hang on. Let me pull it off screen. Okay, so here's a look at OX Meta. And it may, hopefully it's working. Okay, so again, it's like a mind share thing. Ooh, okay, I like this. Okay, so Devlock Multiplier, I got to check their tweet or whatever they put out. Devlock Multiplier. Okay, well, if there's new stuff, we got to check. Okay, this might not be working, but you can see, again, it's like an Arbus or a Cato or a Cookie, some mindshare stuff. The thing they have that's a little different is it tracks like if projects have actually built something. Like, do they tangibly have something out, like a project that's out? And it uses that as part of the ranking system. So like if a project is just saying they got stuff coming and there's no actual product yet, it scores lower in their analytics. I think that's super useful. So this is something I'm keeping my eye on. It's the right meta, right? This stuff's super hot right now. And do they have a new twist on it that others don't have? Again, projects and what they've built, because I do think that should factor in. So I got this circle is definitely a watch. I think yeah, might be decent. I always like to check the, mutuals and stuff, see if there's any like big names following. For them, not yet. AppDuck, don't know anything about, but kind of seemed interesting. On-demand co-founder, type in your idea. It helps you build a real business, name, logo, MVP, payment system. Okay. I don't hate that. That's stuff I would use. I would use that kind of thing. Okay, not a lot going on there as far as like mutuals. And then Stemina. AI agent for women in STEM. Mike, they really do. Okay. Yeah, another to maybe keep the eyes on, but Tweet Bounty is going to be our cook of the week. ERM might actually be the one. It's between those two for sure. And then Asynchronous definitely watching. And OX Meta definitely watching. It should be a good busy week. And again, we'll keep our eye out. Maybe ACP, so we'll keep our eye out for that. ACP will make things very interesting because with ACP, we're going to learn how it benefits us. If you're a holder of those agent tokens, we're going to have somehow, some way, there's going to be a benefit to us. Somehow, via points, via new tokens, via somehow that's going to work out for holders. It's just what Virtuals does. And so if that happens to be this week, we got something that brings us a little hype. Hopefully the market bounces back this week too. And so we'll fucking see. Okay, let me see if we had some new info here. And by the way, great partnership between Basis, Axelrod, and Arbus. That makes a ton of sense. I love it. Jesse Pollock talking about virtuals. Where is, let me see. Maybe we'll peek for that FAQ. I do want to move to NFTs though. Okay. Maybe it's in here. Nah. Oh, that's an old one. Damn, I wonder where that is. Either way, we don't have to dig too much, but whatever. Mike, if you have it handy, like send me a link, but no biggie. No biggie. All right. Man, we keep our eyes on this. Still, I want to find the pre-sale time. It's probably the biggest thing going on this weekend. All right, let's do some ordinals. Oh, dude, Mike, thank you. Yeah, that meme coin's kind of fucked. Meme coin casino thesis has been destroyed. Small window where people thought it was fun and better odds than sports gambling, and it was. Yep. Bot sniper scammers ruined it. Yep. Perps the ultimate casino. Probably. I've never done it. I should. I don't know if you guys do. But again, I think Loudio and I think Virtuals is changing it. I do. I really, really do. In fact, I'm going to save that. I got some more thoughts about that. Udi's beefing with everybody. Very, Udi's very anti-runes. Let's go peek at runes. Udi's very anti-runes. Shit, maybe I should just do some NFTs. This is kind of NFTs. Udi's totally right about this, by the way. So Udi's saying runes aren't coming back. Nothing to come back to. They've been a complete flop since day one. If you understand that that's his, baseline, that runes were never anything, and then you remember Dog hit almost 1 billion. I don't think they're dead. They are coming back. But this all stemmed from something that I think it was Ness was fighting with Udi about. And I think Ness is wrong. I think the narrative that because they're on Bitcoin, it matters. Yeah. That was it, Mike. Good morning, D-Yank. That runes will cook because they're on Bitcoin is not enough. Is not going to do anything for them. Does a little for them. Does a little for them. Ooh, there's a virtual spaces right now. Hang on. Does a little for him. But like Udi's point was like, no, it comes down to the meme. The meme's got to be great. And I still think some of these runes I think some of them are really good memes. Some of them, not many, but some of them are. And then being on Bitcoin is a little bit extra for him, a little bit. But runes are fucking getting demolished. Other dogs looking good. Actually, Gizmo's still looking good. Like it fits the narrative. They're so dumb. Udi's right. If you want to prove Udi wrong, fucking drive the meme. Like, make the meme even better. If it's a great meme, it has to be. Has to be a great meme or it's not going to live. So stop with the negative energy, push the meme. Like, have fun with it. That's what works. And people have fun with Gizmo. Udi's totally right. Exactly, Whirly Girl. Exactly. If the meme sucks, if the story sucks, the meme coin sucks, and it being on Bitcoin isn't going to save it. Great meme, great story, great community. That's what sends it. And then if on top of that it has a story that it's a Bitcoin meme coin, like one of the first, that's like, again, icing on that cake. Like that can put it over the top. It could. Absolutely could. Because then maybe you can tap into the Bitcoin audience money. Guys who, everybody says they're not spending their money, they're not spending their Bitcoin or what. Maybe you tap into them. Maybe you do. Because it's a little more relatable to them. Maybe. Anyway, Gizmo, I still think the best meme on Bitcoin. Of course, like dog. Of course, I'm rooting for all of them, but Udi's totally right. And then people trying to flip that around and saying that ordinals then don't matter. It is completely different. And I still think it doesn't matter for right now. It still doesn't matter. I mean, years away from ordinals really mattering. Some things get traction. We're at the point where consolidation needs to occur, wash out the rest. I do need more of this. Also, I need a new song. Damn, okay, we got to check into the Claynosaurus mint. There's kind of a lot going on still. Okay, let's peek at NFTs. Taproot Wizard's somehow up. I can't believe Quantum Cats. All right, what else? Yeah, Moonbird's cooking. Crazy, they're cooking from like being sold. But that's what it is. If anybody did not hear, Yuga Labs sold the Moonbird's IP. So Yuga's got like doing the right thing. Now they're Bored Apes and Mutants and Kennel and their core assets and other side. That's what they're down to, which is awesome. It's the right thing for them. But it all, again, lives and dies by other side. Unless, I do think they got some other stuff coming that might surprise people. I don't know. I wasn't expecting to see these up to half an ETH. Oh, it's not a crazy number. Good vibes. Again, we talked about that before, but cooking, I'm kind of curious what kind of sales we're seeing now. Plenty over an ETH still. Plenty. Almost a 5 ETH sale 8 hours ago. Love it. Pepe 1.5. Good stuff. Yeah, I expect this to kind of cool off a little over the next few weeks. And like, again, later this summer, July, August, that might be the real deal. And still, even as of now, I still kind of think it's, early next year. Early next year is like the peak. But then again, I'm going to pull up something you guys have seen a few times. Let's see. I want to pull up Tech Dev. And I know you guys have seen the chart, but if things are different, and they might be, this is one of those little, like a little piece of evidence that it might be. Yeah, dude, crazy. All right, we keep seeing this from Tech Dev. It's the business cycle and liquidity cycle, different from M2. And it's comparing it to past cycles. This goes all the way back to 2012, right? And it's got a very strong correlation too, like M2. So I think on the bottom this is the liquidity cycle. And then the peak of the liquidity cycles lines right up with the peak of Bitcoin. Bitcoin's all-time high, or it's business cycle. And I think there is a difference between liquidity cycle and business cycle even though there's like a strong tie between the two. And I should get the definition. That'd probably make this chat a little better. But top of the business cycle always lines up with Bitcoin all-time high. And where we're at now, also showing that these cycles are getting longer and longer and longer between them. So if this doesn't feel like a 4-year cycle, because maybe the business cycles are getting longer, maybe that's it, then it matches what we're seeing here. That we're not at the peak, and we're maybe, according to this, not even close. Now, it kind of depends. Like this one, like if you see back in, what was this? 2016, 17, it went from like the peak of the bottom of the cycle and that quick turnaround to being like back up. That happened quickly, like within a couple months. Like that right there, that side of it. So that turnaround can happen fast. But it almost looks like we have a whole lot more to go. Like a lot more to go. But who the fuck knows? I just look for stuff that seems to match what I feel, like how I'm feeling about this stuff, and it feels like we got like quite a bit to go. Like it does not feel to me like the summer is the end of this. Like August is, peak or all-time high. And I know a lot of people still think by November, very much like last cycle, right? Like November 21 was the peak. Could be. This could it could play out exactly like that. But man, does it feel different. Okay. Oh, here's Modest, by the way. In fact, let me see if they got a link. I want to see the price of this, or it might be an auction, but this is just kind of out of left field, but this will cook. 1 p.m. Eastern time, this goes on sale. 33 edition collection. It is all auctions. Okay. Oh yeah, bummer. Yeah, I don't think I'll have a chance. These will do pretty damn well. By the way, Modest, I didn't know, but he's like a known artist, but he's doing this other like under like an Anon account, basically. So whoever this is somebody we probably know the name, like chance of that. What's up, Gravity? Good morning, man. The China. So hang on. Is what we're seeing in the market here, like this morning? Is this like the China stuff? Is that what's got us a little rattled? Kind of assuming so. Anyway, Taproot Wizard's gonna be fine. Totally fine. Let's check Klanos. And actually, hang on, just cause I'm here, I gotta check my offers. I like to get a feel for what people are throwing around here. Not bad. Not bad. Not as good. Okay. We'll see. We're still hodling. Okay. China. Boom. Again, more talk about a Trump coin coming. Yeah, but WLFI, I thought was already out. Oh, although no. Hang on. I think this is that Soulbound token, right? Unless I've got this mixed up, and I might. But this is the token they did a pre-sale for, World Liberty Finance. That was the token they did the pre-sale for, and you get an airdrop of their USD1. Yeah, it is that pre-sale token. It's finally dropping. Okay. This guy's info is wrong all the time. What's up, Digital? Good morning. Good to see you, man. Mike, that's it. They're just not here, and I think they're not coming for. They're not coming till Bitcoin looks absolute, like till you can't avoid Bitcoin, right? And it's kind of there in a way because talk around it's changed. I mean, fucking JD Vance spoke at the Bitcoin conference. It's different now. By the way, why is my browser absolutely wrecked right now, right? Like choppy. What's that about? Here, what can I kill? Oh, dude, he's blown up right now. Manic is like absolutely on fire. It's what a Raoul Pal tweet will do for you. But he's on fucking fire. Dude, what's killing the browser? Yeah, he's an awesome, awesome artist. I love seeing that happen to these guys. Rec Drinks has got a thing coming. Here, I'll kill this. I just got to kill some tabs. What else? What else can we kill? Yeah, we'll see. Well, that's not a we'll see. That is coming, and I think it's a soulbound token. Here's our Moonbird news. Orange Cap acquires Moonbirds. Yay. People like the news. Bored Apes like the news. Moonbird holders like the news. Here's that $1 million X copy. Crazy shit. But yeah, Manic is cooking because Raoul Powell tweeted about him, and now everybody's chasing his shit. It is art season. What, Awful? You onboarded him or you collected a piece of his? He's been around a bit. He's been around since what? He's been around like 2+ years, I think, and he's a great artist. There's our flippening. Yeah, GVC flip doodles for an hour, just a little bit. They'll flip again and they'll live above them, I think. We'll play this too. GVC made the OpenSea little promo video, and it's really good. Actually, no, I'm not going to play it, but it's really fucking good. Lucky Buy, Magic Eden's Lucky Buy on ETH. Dude, some people are winning some big shit. Like, we've seen like a couple of Grail GVCs go for like 0.0 something ETH. I don't think I'd play it. I'm not that big of a degen, but you know, you for what, 0.05 ETH or whatever, there's a slider. You can spend however much you spend, boost your chances, but you can get some really nice NFTs for very little. Market uncertainty with tariffs. Yeah, okay. So it's just everything all at once. It's probably the tariff stuff that really rocked it. Also the manipulation, like getting this fucking leverage trader wiped out, pushed the market down. These guys coordinated effort, pushed the market down to the exact level that was needed to wipe that guy's long out. It's crazy. It's crazy what these guys are doing. Okay. I gotta figure out what's happening here. No, still choppy. This sucks. Justin, if you're talking the lucky thing, I mean, 0.05 is cheap for like an NFT worth like 5 ETH. That's what's happening. So like people are hitting these like multiple ETH pieces for like 0.0 something. But no, 0.05 isn't cheap. It's cheap if you were looking to spend 5. Oh, dude, the Disney Flow thing is pretty fucking cool. Okay, same thing, tech dev. Again, I like it. It looks like it makes sense, so we'll run with it. Okay. So companies can take their 401ks and allocate employee assets to Bitcoin now. Or coming, but the belief is that's coming. I think they struck down a law that prohibited that. And so now 401ks can allocate money to crypto, which is huge. That's what did he say? It's like a $9 trillion. What do we call it? A sector, whatever. $9 trillion in 401k assets. None of it's in crypto now. Some of it's coming. God, I have so much trouble seeing this thing. Look, if it ends and we get a bear market, it pulls back. I have trouble seeing it lasting as long or falling as low or right. It's some mix of those kind of things. I have a lot of trouble seeing that. Oh, dude, I know what's going on. I've got an update on my webcam. It's trying to install it. right, let me see if I can kill that somehow. Let's see. Okay, so Wrecked Drinks sale coming up, I think Tuesday. Partnership with OpenSea, man, they're doing a lot right now. All of a sudden, OpenSea's like, dude, they're really doing a lot right. Bullish for C token, whenever. Dude, that's cool. Oh, that is cool. Dude, I wonder what the fuck this is. It's annoying. I feel like I gotta close something and we'll be fine, but kind of got everything closed. What else? Let me see. I probably got one tab that's just killing me here. Or it might be time to reboot. It's been a minute. Yeah, man. Yep, with you. Yeah, it's gonna get to a point. There's some stupid old money that's gonna come in. It is just a matter of time. And I guess when the thought about any kind of bear market, I have trouble seeing that time taking longer than 2, 3, 4 years. And I still think 2030 is the time. It's when this whatever this big change that's coming comes. And it's all the things we talked about before, the AI stuff, and if we make it past 2027, right? Back to that. But it's 2030 is when people are expecting Bitcoin to be at $1 million a coin. All right. And I don't think we're moving from, I don't think we're running from wherever we're at now, 100K. We're not running from 100 to $1 million at once. Yeah, so digital, I agree, and I think a lot of people think that happened already. I'm just assuming that, and I don't think it has. That where we're at now to $1 million, to me, happens over time, a couple phases of it. And again, if the thought is, and it does make sense that it's $1 million by 2030, part of that move is coming now, and part of that's coming in a couple of years, and then 2030 is a big part of that run too. But that's coming. And I don't think we've seen it. I mean, it's a 10x from where we're at now, just about. So yeah, I don't know. Again, bear market, I don't see lasting as long, falling as low. Black swan aside, like it depends what that looks like. I always keep that option there that something cripples us. Like the reason I never thought we found our bottom during the bear market last time, I never got to the point where I was so sure we were dead, right? Like I remember previous bear markets, it wasn't a thought of like, okay, now we just wait for the next cycle. Previous bear markets, it was, dude, we might never come back. That was the thought. That was the vibe. English, you're talking about cycles when there's something that's happening that we'll see more volume, more money in the ecosystem more than a cycle. Like it's something that would like supersede a cycle. So like, sure, if cycles are still a thing, which they will be and are, the amount of money comes in like, like overrides it. I'm trying to think of the right word there. It's definitely going to happen. I mean, especially if like M2 is like a driver of this stuff. That cycle's not gone. But what is probably coming here to crypto is so big that happens, that crypto stuff happens in spite of it. Let me see. A lot of crypto projects and partnerships will fail because only an extremely few know how. Dude, it's, we got some great builders here, but for how many people there are, it feels like we got a kind of weak class of builders. I don't think the best builders are here yet. There's some really great ones who are very ahead of the curve, like very ahead of the curve. And it's great that we got them, but I still think some of the best ones are still coming. Look at that dude. What's his name? Nikita Bear. Probably was in crypto already, but like officially coming over to the crypto side just in the past few months, like guys like that. Oh, 80, I'll catch you up, man. It's easy. I'll catch you up. I'll do another I'll do it on YouTube or something. I'll do a stream just getting people caught up. Dude, this fucking lag. Okay, another like NFT season's here. I really do think it's starting. And I got stupid catalysts. They're stupid little things, but they kind of add up and they matter. Again, I still think July. I feel just to feel. July, August, I think end up being pretty damn cool. But this is fucking huge. I think this is the biggest, most accessible NFT we've ever seen. Ever. That's maybe a bold statement, maybe not. Like, we had all these brands that came in NFTs last time around. This lag shit is driving me nuts. We had a whole bunch of brands that came in NFTs last time. Cool. There were some pretty normie, inaccessible NFTs. There were, but nothing like this. Nothing that, like, for something you already have, you just a couple clicks to get an NFT. This is Disney partnering with Flow, the Flow blockchain, and Dapper Labs. If you have a Disney Plus subscription, you get a free NFT every month. Dude, I was just checking the lunar cycles. I just checked them yesterday to see where we're at. We're a few days away, or maybe like a week or week and a half away from like a new moon. And I got to go look and see what that means, usually if that's up or down. But yeah, dude, I look at that shit. It's another one of those things that just tracks and kind of makes sense. Okay, if you have a Disney Plus subscription, every month you get a Disney Pinnacle pin. It's an NFT. 50 million plus people. You also get a $10 Dapper credit, which is cool. Again, I think that is like the most accessible NFT ever. Like ever. I just don't know if like Disney Plus people ever go look at their perks. Like maybe they do, but I mean, 50 million people. And no, I don't think this is like some mass adoption thing. I don't think people are going to give a shit about NFTs because of this. Maybe 10 people will. Like, like it doesn't move the needle anywhere. But I do think it's a cool moment. You might get millions of people with their first ever NFT. It's huge. And then you have another cool thing. It's a needle mover. I don't know, but Claynosaur's minting on Sui, I think, is pretty damn cool. In fact, let's peek into how that's doing, because it's doing really fucking well. Really well. And I was worried. In fact, in a little chat I'm in with like English and a couple other guys, I'm like, is this a bad look? Because an hour in, they'd only sold like 3,000 packs out of 25,000. I'm like, that might be a bad look if they can't sell out their collection. But only thing is, I had misunderstood how the mint works. Oh, dude, I have a couple things on this. I don't know if Claynosaurs are beefing with Magic Eden, maybe. I think it's interesting that when they show marketplace screenshots, they show Tensor. They don't show Magic Eden, which seems super weird. Well, good news, Benny, is they're cooking. They're actually cooking. 3,000 were sold in like the first hour, but I went live when it was going on. I just wanted to like watch it live, and it picked up steam, and it got good. It got good. At this point, oversold. And this is what I didn't realize happens, that it's 25,000 NFTs, but the number of packs that are minted for these NFTs, unlimited. They sold 39,000 packs. $200 a pop. So, okay, 25,000. So I thought it was 25,000 packs, but because one of these pack types, it's random as far as if you get an NFT in it, if you get a Popkin NFT in it. If you don't, you get a refund. You get your 200 back. But if you hit it, great, you got the Popkin NFTs. So I thought, okay, 25,000 packs, but with some random, I'm like, I wonder if the collection size is really 10K. Maybe it's a 10K collection, or maybe 15, but maybe it's smaller than 25,000, which I thought was cool. But man, okay, so the next day this sells out, 25,000, but then keeps going and going and going. And then that's where it really clicks. I'm like, oh, dude, it's unlimited. And actually, the higher it goes, the worse your odds are at actually hitting a Popkins. But that's where we're at now. Almost 40,000 packs minted. This is open till June 3rd, so we have like 3 full days to go. And then the mint closes. This might get to 100,000. It might get to 100,000 packs minted. And then you don't have great odds for hitting one of these things. Probably chances are you're not. Now, if you get a pack that doesn't have a Popkin NFT, you're going to get some other NFTs in it, like items in the ecosystem and maybe badges or whatever. But if you don't get the Popkin, you also get your $200 back, which is super cool. So man, bullish on them. They sold it out. It did better than I was thinking, and I was bullish on it anyways. But really fucking cool. This is on Sui. So you got the support of Sui here. One of the biggest, native Web3 brands, Web3 IP, like put on a masterclass. It's really fucking great. Keep in mind, Pokemon is on Sui, like official Pokemon NFTs on Sui. And now the next biggest brand over there, or IP, is Popkins. I don't think that means in any way there's any kind of collab, partnership, whatever. But just to say, Sui is a really, really interesting spot now. Like all of a sudden. And I wonder if they do steal some thunder from Solana, who Beanie is beating up here. Like Beanie's beating Solana up, saying them not stepping on the gas here and pushing NFTs and gaming is a problem. Like they're all in on applications, which is smart, and meme coins, right? But where's the push for NFTs and gaming and that stuff? And he thinks it's a big old mistake that they're not, right? Because then Solana lives and dies by meme coins. I don't know if that's really how it plays out, but I get his point. But dude, exactly, English. Yeah. Anything else you mint, you keep. Even if you get the refund, you keep everything else. You just don't get the Popkins. Anyway, massively successful mint. We'll see. I got 2 mints coming up. So sale ends on the 3rd. I think reveal is on the 5th. It's when they distribute packs. It was super cool. I won one from Good Vibes. It's a free mint. And they partner with a few communities. I think they partner with Magic Eden and God, I'm trying to think who else they partnered with. But partner projects got to do raffles and they gave away free mints. Man, good shit. All right, let's see what else. What else we got? Oh, dude, look at all this. This is a crazy tweet. Funny, I just pulled up and I didn't even skim it to realize how nuts it is. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh shit! Let's check out. I want to check out this GVC tweet. Man, any alpha here? Anything? Okay. Spotlight the OpenSea thing. Neat message. We're here, getting started. Yay. Work with big brands. Yes. Meta, Apple, Google, Oreo. Yep. Okay. It's not just a high-end PFP. It's the foundation of a new global IP, a lifestyle brand. I like it. What do we got here? All right, I'm not seeing what they're building. What it is, lifestyle brand. Okay, there we go. That's it. Wait. Is Biggie here? Justin, is Biggie here? Or are we just like Biggie's the Moonbird guy? By the way, I need a weekend show or a stream with Biggie on, and need Biggie and Q on here. Nice little catch-up stream. What the fuck is... What is that? What is Mojo AI? Dude, what is that? Backed by Animoca? What? I don't even know what this is. Benny. Planet Mojo, sunsetting July 1st. It's probably a funding thing, right? I mean, yeah. I don't know what this is. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's funding, yeah. Dude, we're going to see this story play out over and over and over and over and over. We didn't see the worst of it yet. Guarantee that. We never, like when it comes to NFTs especially, we didn't hit the bottom there. We didn't see enough teams fold. NFTs kind of different that they don't have to fold. You can literally put it on ice for years. You can, especially the ones that are just a community. Community can come back whenever. If you can like foster that community. But like NFT projects that have like a motive or whatever, we didn't see enough of those die. Like D-Gods kind of did, but I don't think we saw enough of that. Like more coming. That's why it's so shocking that GVC is like born in this market. Man, I love doing it with those boys though. If I could, I'd just do this all day though, English. But I got to monetize this shit somehow, and just got to get it to that point where it's even possible. Through the AI stuff is a way, but also, I don't know. That chance is probably gone for this cycle by now. Placement, education, fund, and profits later. Dude, Digital, I couldn't agree fucking more. The meme coin stuff fun when you're up. Right, meme coins are great. Nothing. I've not had more fun than with GVC. You know what I mean? In a couple of years, because trading it and collecting is just way more fun. It's way more fun. Dude, look at that. 83% of virtual users stake their tokens for 2 years. So it's got to be the virtual token, but it's what I did. Max stake, consider it gone. It's already paid for itself. You stake your virtual, especially if you did day one, your airdrops covered your staking position. It's crazy. D-Brizzle, good morning, man. Man, I want to get more into 2027. That was the best part of today. By a mile. Ooh, this is kind of maybe on topic. Vast majority of mobile apps on the Fortune 100 companies are using design mechanics that date back to 2014. Ooh. If they adopted the current state of the art, they would see over 40% higher rates of user activation. Many of these changes only take a few hours to implement. He's talking blockchain, guys. He's talking blockchain. He's talking NFTs. He's talking crypto. I think. Hang on, let me see. Maybe he's not, but I'm going to pretend. Every time I see an app ask for a name and email on the screen, I die. Is he talking drop an NFT? He is talking about a wallet. Okay. He's talking about a wallet. Yeah. Wait, was that Nikita? Is that? Yeah, okay, it is. Um, 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 um.
Diving deep into projects. He's the crypto energizer. From your memecoins to tokens. He's got all the intel. Web freezers and trees show you where to excel. He's got the insights like a digital magician, unveiling secrets of the blockchain with precision. Wild stories from the web, he's always in the know. Crypto community, vibing where the treasures grow. Web3 wonders, chain reactors on the scene. NFT insights and crypto dreams. Diving into memecoins. He's got the key, hide around the web. That's where we'll be. On-chain reactor spin fire. The NFT analyzer. Diving deep into projects. He's the crypto energizer. From your memecoins to tokens. He's got all the intel. Web freezers and trees show you where to excel. He's got the insights like a digital magician, unveiling secrets of the blockchain with precision. Wild stories from the web, he's always in the know. Crypto community, vibing where the treasures grow. Web3 wonders, chain reactors on the scene. NFT insights and crypto dreams. Diving into memecoins. He's got the key, hide around the web.
Okay, maybe good. Maybe good. Maybe. We'll see. All right, that's a good fucking sign. We got a tweet bounty. Oh, by the way, browser's good now. We got a tweet bounty follow. Hopefully it means getting their ass on the show. That'd be cool. And there we go. Our boy James Wynn zeroed out. Speaking of zeroed out, hang on. I'm going to wrap this in a minute, but we're going to check in on Fuckcoin. Okay. Now good. Now good. Who, Mike? All right. Dude, I think we kind of hit everything. Let me just do another skim here. Bitcoin over 104.5 today. Oh, yeah. I wish. I try to get him in here a little bit. One of them, like, well, okay, two of my kids have crypto. A little bit. One of them, like when we had that TikTok meta, was like finding me meme coins, which was cool. And she's got a little soul still. But I'm trying. But it's like because dad does it, it's not cool. It's not. NFT shit is not cool. But I still think the first time they make money in this, it kind of gets a little more cool. Like, funny how that works, right? Like the art always looks better. Like the art always looks better when it's worth something. It looks like shit when, in a bear market. It's the same thing. Man, yeah, I wish this wasn't. Well, no, it's probably better. It's an auction. The collection's going to do very well. Okay. Did GVC give any kind of time frame in here or no? So that, again, they announced just a little more officially they're a lifestyle brand, which is that compare that to somebody who else in Web3 is like a lifestyle brand. No. Definitely not. No, and I like them, by the way, but no. Definitely not. And that's not a knock on Moonbirds. I just don't see why. I actually wanted a Moonbird for a long time. Actually, I still do. I just don't want to spend half an ETH on it. It's funny. That gets me back to like, what's the price point where I would buy most NFTs? Like where would I buy a Moonbird? Probably 0.05. You know what I mean? Like everything. That's why I still think these NFTs are so interesting. Everything, like all the big names now, there's a price point where I would buy one just to have it. Like Moonbird's probably 0.05. And a Bored Ape probably way higher, 2E, 3. You know what I mean? Like everything's got a price where I'd be a buyer. That's why this stuff's so interesting for down the road. Kook has had some monster calls lately, so I hope people are paying attention to him a little extra now. Like called Zeus at, a few mil market cap, and Zeus ran to 60 mil. And he did call Fuckcoin at like a mil. It peaked at 8 mil, right? Like Kook is always dialed in. He's always dialed in. It's just he's got his shills and he's got his stuff that he actually believes in. So it's, spotting the difference between those two. Bananakin's a badass. Love that guy. Nice. Hey, drop a link when you got that, Hoods. Oh, Loud delayed their mint or their sale. Hang on. Oh, they only delayed it like an An hour. Oh, this goes live in 15 minutes. Yeah, okay. Loudio's in 15 minutes. Okay. All right. That's kind of a big deal. Again, a lot of you guys are probably on the list, right? Even if you're not in the top 1,000, if you have more than 10 smart followers, you get in the wave 2. So hang on. Let me see. Oh shit, hang on. Yeah, we might be in. And if you're in, it's a must do. It's a must. All right, let's see. There we go. All right, phase 2. It's a lot of people in phase 2, I imagine. But an absolute must. I'm definitely going to try. 0.2 Sol. Luke, good morning, man. It's good to see you, sir. Over on Abstract, do you think ordinals come back in Q4 like the last 2 years? The fact that there's a tiny pump when Bitcoin hit all-time high, then nothing makes no sense. Yeah, yeah. I don't know that there's like a rhyme or reason to what's going on in Bitcoin other than I think, especially for ordinals, people have to feel stupid rich. And like Bitcoin has to like, it's already doing this, but become that like different asset. It is happening. But like Bitcoin's just got a harder path, and I still think a more obvious path, but a harder path because most NFT people don't like or get ordinals. And I've always said I think normies might get ordinals before NFT people. Maybe. But I think ordinals pump with the rest of the NFT market whenever that happens. But I think ordinals' really special moment is still like a cycle away. And I think they'll do great still this time. But all-time highs this time, I don't know about that. Maybe in USD value, but like in Bitcoin value. But the further down the road, they something a little different. There we go. Does Loud start trading as soon? So okay, Doge, I think no. I'm just gonna guess. And I don't know, but if it's anything like virtuals, it's like, virtuals is a 24-hour window, and then TG happens, and it takes, sometimes like 30 minutes for that to happen. And Loudio might be the same. I doubt it's right away. I bet there's like at least a few hour window, probably 24. And then there'll be like a buffer, like pre-sale closes, and then some kind of, time for TGE. I wonder how first come, first serve works. I wonder if there's details about that. Do they have an FAQ? Like if it's truly first come, first serve, or if it's like kind of like, I'm trying to think, if it's kind of like like virtuals where it's like you get your share of it. Something like that. So let's see. At 10 mil, hang on, let me do maths. Okay. Okay. So yeah, okay. So if we hit a like 10 mil, wait. Let me math again because I'm definitely retarded. So what is 0.2? Like $25? $30? Something like that? Basically, your 0.2 will turn into like 1.3. Something like that. Right? If we hit a 10 or 15 mil market cap, 10 mil, I think 10 mil. Oh, wait. No, that math is wrong. Hang on. Okay, hang on. Let me math. Let me do this again. So hang on. Let's see. 150,000 is the FDV. Okay. Yeah. Oh no, it's way better. If we hit a 10 mil market cap, you get in the pre-sale and you put in 0.2, your 0.2 SOL turns to like 13 SOL. Like there's no reason to not be doing this. Your 0.2 turns to 13 SOL. That's at a 10 mil market cap. Like this is stupid potential. I don't know if phase 2 gets 0.2, gets that entry, gets to put that much in. It might be way less. I don't know what the cutoff is, but that's the kind of return. Again, that's like you're getting like a 60x. And again, that just comes from this. It's simple, like, right? Your pre-sale price is at 150K market cap. So 150 times what? 6.5 gets you to a mil times 10. You're looking at like a 60x at a 10 mil market cap. So again, like if you have more than 10 smart followers, you definitely want to do this. Definitely. Do I have? Oh, okay. You know what? I got 0.2. We're doing it. We're going to do it. All right. We're going to stay with this till pre-sale. We got 9 minutes. Get ready. If you're not sure, again, 10 smart followers on Cato. If anybody needs one, like if you need a smart follower and I'm not following you, drop it in the chat. Let me give a follow. Smart follow. Hey. English too. English said I'll follow everybody. Andrew, good morning, man. Dude, this is pretty spicy. I wish we knew when TG actually happens, but yeah, okay, 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. So, yep. I wonder if it's locked in though. If you get 10 right now, if it'll count in time. Snapshot. Oh, snapshot's taken. Okay, so you had to have it already. Dude, there are so many smaller accounts that made it in that top 1,000. It's crazy. By the way, 10 mil sounds pretty reasonable. 70 mil again, where it was trading pre-market, bullshit. I don't see any way. But we see if it grinds its way up to 10, up to 70. Like there's a chance, not much, but there's a chance. That's if like those top 25 people, those big KOLs want to actually like work for their bags. They could push this to 70 over a little time. TG kind of does. There you go. Cutie, you're gonna try to get in, right? Definitely should. All right, I'm gonna grab a drink real quick, get ready for pre-sale. Let's throw on what song? Hang on. Nope. I can imagine. Nope. 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 All right, we'll go with the classic. All right, BRB. Oh, okay. Did anybody, by the way, I hope the volume isn't fucked. I think it might be, right? With the music playing and this comes in loud. But anybody see the Glenn Greenwald video? Anybody want to see it? It's pretty spicy. It's pretty fucking spicy. You know what's interesting with virtuals is they got the Chinese community. They do. They really do. I just saw the I think it's the head of the ACP saying they were in a Chinese spaces, and yeah, it's definitely a different community. Damn, I wish I could show you what I was just looking at. It's not the Glenn Greenwald video. It wasn't that. All right, I gotta get ready for this drop. I don't want to connect my wallet. I hate connecting my wallet to shit like so much, but I got to do it, right? You got to fucking do it. 0.2, guys. I hope you get in. I hope you all get in. I hope I get in. It's a fucking payday. Hang on, 13 times. What's Sol? 150? Let's just say 150. Dude, if this gets to a 10 million, if you get in at 0.2, it's almost $2,000. Right? Like the opportunity's so good. And then again, you get how this can really get driven. Right? It's like those top 25 guys hopefully get hypey and they're pumping their bags because they earn fees. And I'm, if I get in the pre-sale, I'm tweeting about it too. I'm retweeting their shit. I want my, 0.2 to not be 2,000. I want it to be 4,000 or 6 or 8,000 or whatever. Right? This is English. You're getting in, right? Or going to try? Everyone got to try. Everyone's got to try. All right, fuck. I hate this. Wait. So I wonder where this pops up and how you get in. English, you got 10 smart followers. If you got 10 smart followers, you're in. You're into wave 2. You're in the second round, but I don't know if it happens right at the same time. It might. So you're in. Dude, it's a good thing you got on Cato. When did you sign up? Because they did the snapshot. If you got in too late, that's the only reason you're not in. But you got a first come first serve whitelist if you had got Kato on time. There you go. So you're in. You're in. Okay. Oh shit, should be live. God damn it. Where is the pre-sale? Okay, still delayed. All right, it ain't happening yet. All right. Motherfuckers. Oh, darn. Yeah, they were not. I mean, yeah. There were definitely people pushing, telling people to link their wallet, but it wasn't like a super. It was not long ago they started pushing that. So, all right. Dude, I wonder if we're talking like a really short delay, if we're talking like hours. Yeah, not a good sign. Oh, no shit, on Meteora. Is there a link out there for this? Oh, hang on, here we go. Phase 2, 0.2 Sol, okay. 120,000 spots. Okay, dude, we should all probably get in. If it's oversubscribed, then it's 0.05 Sol. Okay, so it is like virtuals that they lower your allocation. We'll probably all get in. Okay, for phase 2, if phase 1 sells out, there will be 200 Sol left to be filled at phase 2. Okay. Wait, how many? 200 Sol. So that's 1,000 spots. So it's 1,000 spots open for phase 2. If phase 1 sells out. If it doesn't, more spots. Dude, I'm so scared that they're going to fuck it up or put out a bad link or something. All right, shit. All right, yeah, I don't think there's a link out. Murray, why do you think on Meteora? Like, we're gonna have to be quick with this. All right, so I need 3 things open. I need the Stay Loud website up. Okay. So we need the Meteora site up, I think. The Stay Loud site up, and then X up. Oh. What's up, Hoods? You did or did not sign up? Okay, they'll probably announce before it goes live, right? They're just not gonna make it live out of nowhere. Just guessing. Okay, assume it's selling out. I think it easily sells out. So sell out, 1,000 spots open. It's gonna go really fucking quick. So good luck. There's thousands of people trying to get in. Hoods, where'd you sign up? Like where, Cato? Because it's not just a sign up. Hoods, what's your fucking handle? Hang on. Right, it's basically just signing up for Cato. Ah, good idea. Do you think it drops like maybe right on the Meteora like homepage? Oh, they got a launch pad, don't they? I never use this shit. I really should. Yeah, they're gonna have to just assume when they delay and announce a new time. Oh wait, is this somebody who would know? It'll be 2 hours from whenever it starts. Oh, it's a good point. Phase 2 has got to start after phase 1, I would assume. All right, we might be waiting a bit here. I don't know. Do we wait? It would make sense to do phase 1 only and then open up phase 2 after. Has Meteor launched stuff like right on their site, or somebody's got to remind me if they actually have a launch pad? I just don't fucking know. Dude, this guy's the best. Fucking love his stuff. Man, FX hash is in like days. That's got. I mean, I think art season's here. I think FX hash could get really spicy. Base is super interesting. Like they got the culture thing like starting to brew over there. And then art season coming. Man, yeah, that could be something. Oh, okay. So they do. But they don't launch right here, right? Like, what's the Meteor launch pad? I don't fucking know. Yeah, we'll probably be waiting a bit. All right, fuck it. Well, we'll wrap this up then. We'll keep an eye. Like if they give a new time, if they announce a specific time, we'll probably go live when that happens. Yeah, that probably makes the most sense. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Dude, another fun one. We'll get back into 2027 shit. Okay, so coming up maybe today, tomorrow, probably gonna do go live when Loud launches, so the pre-sale. So be on the lookout for that. Probably going live with asynchronous this weekend too. That might be today. That'll be over on the Swarm Report account. So watch out for that as well. But yeah, make sure you subscribe over here. It's Inside NFTs on YouTube, and then follow me at Huda_idiot. And then our AI agent It's the Swarm. Follow at the Swarm _AI. That's where I'll do the Swarm report with the asynchronous guys. And we got Billy Betts coming up this week. A couple others as well. So we got a good week. We got a really cool week of shows. Hang on, there was something else. Oh, just be on the lookout for ACPs. I'm telling you, it's gonna get spicy there. Gonna get really fucking spicy there, I think, pretty quickly. So follow all that stuff. Hope to see you later. Keep an eye out for this pre-sale. Again, if you have 10 smart followers, get your ass in this pre-sale. Like literally 0.2 SOL to get in. Actually, let me run one more number. If it's like oversubscribed, where they got to cut you down to 0.05. If it's oversubscribed, 0.05 still turns into 3 SOL. 3 SOL. So 0.05, I don't know how much it is. It's nothing. I don't know, $10. It's less than that. To 3 SOL. So 3 up to fucking 13 is what you're looking at a 10 mil market cap. So you cannot miss this one. Hope you get in. Hopefully we're just doing it together anyways in just a little bit. So keep your eyes on Loudio. Guys, if you see it go live, ping me, like tag me on X something just in case I miss it. Otherwise, when I see it, I'll tweet it. We'll go live. We'll do that shit. Cross those fingers, boys. Yeah, that one, that Hoods. I don't know. I need to spend my points on something. So maybe if you're vouching for it, maybe I'll do it. We'll see. I'm gonna see how the rest of the community gets into that. But good luck. Keep your eyes out. Hope to see you guys soon. If I don't, peace. We'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, guys.